My name is Professor M.S. Rao. I am an executive educator, executive coach, and author of 30 leadership books. One of the leadership books, titled 21 Success Sutras for Leaders, has been ranked as one of the top 10 leadership books by San Diego University, America, for the year 2013. My vision is to build 1 million students as global leaders by 2030. I am known as father of soft leadership in the world because I have coined a new leadership perspective, soft leadership, which is making waves across the world. This concept is applicable for companies to improve their organizational excellence and effectiveness. This concept can be used by countries to build a prosperous and great countries. And I have contributed lots of articles to various prestigious international journals, and the response is truly amazing. One of the research papers published by ICT of Emerald is the most frequently downloaded one in the world. Today is a great day because we celebrate the birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. We celebrate Swami Vivekananda's birth anniversary as National Youth Day. United Nations has considered his services and respected him greatly, and Indian government has declared it as National Youth Day. Around 30 years ago, when I was in Indian Air Force, I read most of the works of Swami Vivekananda, and I was highly inspired by this legend. Then I got into teaching field because of my love for students and passion to shape Indian students as leaders. And after entering to the teaching field, I have set a vision 2030 to build 1 million global leaders. So far, I have trained more than 25,000 students and executives through my leadership development training programs. So you can understand the kind of impact Swami Vivekananda has made on me. And I have dedicated one of my books titled Student Leaders to Swami Vivekananda on the eve of his 150th birth anniversary. In this book, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, former President of India, has given me permission to incorporate his pledge, and I have incorporated it, and the book is selling greatly across the country. There are five major lessons you can learn from Swami Vivekananda. I have put them into 5 years. First, he stands for example. Viveka always led by example. He walked his talk. Whatever he preached, he practiced. Second, he stands for ethics. He always emphasized on ethical, moral, and spiritual values. He emphasized on character education, and he emphasized on achieving success with integrity. Third, he stands for empowerment. He talked about empowering India, Indian youth, and Indian women. He said, a bird cannot fly on one wing. That means a society cannot grow only with men. Society can grow only with the support of both men and women. So that shows that much long ago he talked about women empowerment. And fourth, he stands for eloquence. Vivekananda was a great orator. When he was invited to the world's religious conference at Chicago, he addressed the audience as Dear brothers and sisters of America. The entire audience was mesmerized with his first address because when he said Dear brothers and sisters, that means there is no difference between race, religion, caste, country. So all people were all one, like brothers and sisters. So they were very much impressed and mesmerized with his speech. In that speech, he highlighted about India's secularism, greatness, diversity. He was the first Indian spiritual leader who highlighted to the West about India's greatness and India's cultural values and cultural richness and India's religious tolerance. So that made Vivekananda stand out from other spiritual leaders. Then fifth E stands for excellence. Whatever the area you are into, you must excel yourself. You must contribute your best irrespective of the outcome. These are the 5 E's you can learn from him on the eve of his birthday. India is a very great country, and fortunately we are blessed with both natural resources and human resources. We are the second largest populated country in the world, and presently we have young population who are productive. So if we can capitalize on these two strengths, natural resources and human resources, which is predominantly young, definitely India can grow as an economic superpower and a superpower in the years to come. So we have many strategic advantages. Only thing is that we need to cultivate a right attitude, right mindset, and we need to increase our commitment levels. We need to emphasize on ethical values. We need to achieve success with integrity. So Indian youth must inculcate all these things on the eve of his birth anniversary, to become good citizens and global leaders and to build a great society. Thank you very much for your time. Jai Hind.